Welcome back, guys. Today, Baller Court presents Tim Duncan, The Silent Dynasty. Early life and beginnings. Timothy Theodore Duncan was born on April 25, 1976 in Christiansted, on the island of St. Croix in the US Virgin Islands. Before he became one of the most dominant big men in NBA history, Duncan had dreams of becoming an Olympic swimmer. He was a standout in the pool, specializing in the 400-meter freestyle. But tragedy struck when Hurricane Hugo devastated the island in 1989, destroying the only Olympic-sized swimming pool. Shortly after, Duncan's mother, Eone, passed away from cancer. Her final words to Tim: "Finish school." From that moment, Duncan redirected his focus. He picked up basketball at age 14, awkward, raw, and grieving, but within a few years, he developed into one of the most sought-after high school recruits in the US Virgin Islands. College career at Wake Forest. Duncan attended Wake Forest University, staying all 4 years, a rare move for a future #1 pick. Under coach Dave Odom, Duncan matured into a defensive powerhouse and a quiet leader. He earned consensus National Player of the Year honors and left school as an all-time NCAA leader in blocked shots. He was an academic All-American and earned a degree in psychology, fulfilling his promise to his mother. By the time the 1997 NBA draft rolled around, Duncan was the clear #1 choice. The San Antonio Spurs were ready, and so was he. NBA career, the Spurs dynasty. Selected first overall in the 1997 NBA draft by the San Antonio Spurs, Duncan made an immediate impact. In his rookie season, he averaged 21.1 points, 11.9 rebounds, and 2.5 blocks per game, earning NBA Rookie of the Year honors and forming a foundation of what would become a basketball dynasty. With David Robinson by his side early on, Duncan helped the Spurs capture their first NBA title in 1999. It was the start of something historic. Over the next 2 decades, Duncan led the Spurs to 5 NBA championships: 1999, 2003, 2005, 2007, and 2014, earning Finals MVP 3 times. His game was never flashy, no highlight reel dunks, no boastful celebrations, just impeccable footwork, bank shots, and elite defense. They called him the Big Fundamental for a reason. Duncan was named to 15 All-NBA teams, 15 All-Defensive teams, and played in 15 All-Star games. He retired in 2016 with over 26,000 career points, 1,500 rebounds, and 3,000 blocks. Personal life. Duncan has always kept a low profile off the court. He married Amy Sherrill in 2001 and they raised 2 children, Sydney and Draven, before separating in 2013. In interviews, Duncan rarely shared personal details, preferring to let his game speak for him. After retirement, Duncan began dating Vanessa Macias, with whom he shares a daughter. His personal life remains largely private, aligning with the quiet demeanor he maintained throughout his playing days. Coaching and mentorship. After retiring, Duncan stayed connected to basketball. In 2019, he returned to the Spurs as an assistant coach under Greg Popovich. Though his stint was brief, it spoke volumes about his loyalty and continued dedication to the Spurs organization. He remains a mentor and icon within the franchise. Business ventures and philanthropy. Duncan isn't a spotlight seeker, but he's made an impact in business and philanthropy. He launched the Tim Duncan Foundation, which focuses on health awareness, education, and youth sports in San Antonio, Winston-Salem, and the Virgin Islands. In business, Duncan opened Blackjack Speed Shop, a high-end car customization garage in San Antonio. The venture combines his love for cars with entrepreneurial passion. He's also invested in local businesses and real estate in Texas. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Duncan personally helped deliver and fund millions of dollars in medical supplies to his home island of St. Croix. His generosity was quiet but impactful, just like the man himself. Hobbies and interests. Off the court, Duncan is known for his eclectic interests. He's a huge fan of comic books, video games, and Dungeons and Dragons. While others built brand empires through media appearances, Duncan found joy in anime, restoring cars, and staying out of the limelight. He also has a passion for martial arts. After retiring, Duncan began training in kickboxing and MMA, citing it as a way to stay fit and challenge himself mentally and physically. Legacy and influence. Tim Duncan's legacy is built on consistency, class, and quiet domination. He redefined what it meant to be a superstar, eschewing the spotlight. He built one of the most successful careers in NBA history on humility and substance. He was inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame in 2020, alongside peers like Kobe Bryant and Kevin Garnett. Duncan's acceptance speech was as underrated as his career, gracious, humble, and heartfelt. More than his accolades, Duncan left behind a blueprint on how to lead by example. He was the cornerstone of one of the most respected organizations in sports and a role model for athletes everywhere. Conclusion. Tim Duncan may not have been the loudest or flashiest star, but his greatness was undeniable. His game was poetry and motion, grounded in fundamentals, elevated by brilliance. From the Virgin Islands to the NBA mountaintop, Duncan stayed true to himself, proving that you don't need theatrics to be legendary. He didn't just win, he uplifted. He didn't just play, he led. And as the game moves forward, Tim Duncan's impact will continue to echo through every glass bank shot, every defensive stand, and every humble champion who follows his footsteps. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and head over to our Baller Court channel for other documentaries, or you can click this next video.